Holocaust or apocalypse? Directed energy weapons. The solution. Holocaust. 1. A sacrifice consumed by fire. 2. A thorough destruction involving extensive loss of life, especially through fire. Based on this definition, what happened in Maui, Hawaii on August 8, 2023 is a Holocaust. It was a sacrifice, especially the sacrifice of children. They are now barricading the area of the sacrifice with a black wall, so there's absolutely no access nor the ability to investigate what happened. On this screenshot, it is obvious that the trees did not burn, but the houses have turned into dust. In this neighborhood, the houses did not burn, but the cars, i.e. metal, is destroyed. Apocalypse. 1. The complete final destruction of the world as described in the biblical book of Revelation. 2. An event involving destruction or damage on a catastrophic scale. Remember, the literal meaning of apocalypse. The book of Revelation in the New Testament has the literal title in Greek, the Apocalypse of John. The word apocalypse means revelation, that which is uncovered. It comes from the Greek word which literally means to pull the lid of something. Evil is revealing the plan. The plan is uncovered for all to see. In 1972, The Limits of Growth was published by the Club of Rome. The book suggested that a swift human depopulation would save the planet. Therefore, the need to murder 6 to 7 billion people. In searching for a common enemy against whom we can unite, we came up with the idea that pollution, the threat of global warming, water shortages, famine, and the like would fit the bill. Club of Rome. Let's rejoice, because the absurd insanity we are experiencing is forcing more and more people to awaken. However, we must have compassion for those who are incapable of awakening, because the injections have created a separation from the individual soul. The only way out of the matrix is absolute non-compliance. The CBDCs will make it impossible to function in the system. I'm not interested in survival, which leads to inevitable death. I choose to live at all costs. I'm absolutely certain that the courageous ones must choose to get out of the matrix completely by November 2023. Please view the many videos I created on the time wave spirals. I was blessed because my jail experience forced me to leave Canada and what appeared to be a perfect life as a very successful dentist and mother of 2 wonderful children. One needs great courage to jump into the complete unknown, but it is an absolute necessity in this evolutionary crisis. Today, I'm in a position to assist individuals who choose life. Just 2 kilometers from our farm, I discovered a small development. One can purchase a lot of 1,000 meters square and a 3-bedroom house for $60,000 US at today's rate of exchange. While your home is under construction, you can start developing the agriculture of Sacha Inchi nut, avocados, pineapple, yucca, papaya, bananas, citrus fruit, and a vegetable garden. One can raise chickens and other small animals. A long-term stay at Cascata Cafe Retiro is $300 US per month. I also offer dentistry, including complex full mouth reconstruction at a cost of 35% of European and North American prices. The global prison planet is being dismantled, and we have the honor of witnessing this. I conclude by encouraging you to continue your inner evolution despite the current world scenario, which can seem worrying when we forget that the divine is behind everything and that the supernatural world is at our doorstep. Please share my videos. Infinite love. The Earth's climate is changing. It always has, because it is cyclical. But what we're seeing today is not only because of natural cycles. The fires breaking out all across the world are being blamed on climate change. Direct energy weapons, or DEWs, are able to start fires from above. They utilize microwave technology to burn homes from within. In 2013, the mainstream media reported that we are able to make rain and lightning. Governments shoot laser beams to fix climate. Making it rain has been possible for decades, and we have come a long way since then. With the High-Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, known as HAARP, hurricanes can now be created. Their direction can be controlled with next-generation weather radar transmitters known as NEXRAD, Next Generation Weather Radar. NEXRAD can trigger earthquakes. Earthquakes and explosive can trigger tsunamis. These are the technologies we know of, and that only leaves volcanoes and tornadoes. A former U.S. intelligence officer recently told State of the Nation that the U.S. has already triggered a volcano. The Hunga Tonga Hunga Ha'apai volcano explosion happened on January 15, 2022 in Tonga. We didn't hear about it because it was underwater. When the Hunga Tonga Hunga Ha'apai volcano erupted on January 15, 2022, it sent a tsunami around the world and set off a sonic boom that circled the globe twice. The underwater eruption in the South Pacific also blasted an enormous plume of water vapor into the Earth's stratosphere. I mentioned this event in my video, Era of Global Boiling Has Arrived. We live near the equator. From January 2022, right after the Hunga Tonga eruption, up until July of 2023, we have experienced non-stop rain. This caused, at the very least, a 50% reduction in coffee production for 2 seasons. On top of that, the superficial roots of the banana and plantain trees were attacked by a fungus which caused a collapse of all the trees, eliminating all of the production. We also lost 1,500 plants of Sacha Inchi. This is the miraculous nut plant we tried to cultivate. We planted 1,500 new plants of a more resistant Sacha Inchi variety and just about lost all of those plants as well. Fortunately, I finally realized that because the roots of these plants are very superficial, That is, they do not grow deeply like most plants. The fungus attack the roots because of too much continuous moisture in the soil. These weather extremes are causing huge disruptions in food production in the entire world. By 2024, it will be obvious to all that there is simply not enough food for 8 billion people on this planet. Climate change is not only a hoax, it is a depopulation program. These are facts and not fear porn. One single and sincere look at the present world situation is enough to convince anybody that it has reached a point of no return. All governments are corrupt. The money system serves only the rich. Values and ethics are crumbling. War, murder, and rape haunt our lives. The basic structure of society is collapsing, starting with family life. Time is accelerating and carries in its wake never-ending and planet-wide catastrophes. Earth and its inhabitants are expressing perpetual suffering and abysmal despair. Many are already anticipating the end of the human species. Humanity is heading to a monumental dead end. Everywhere, people are talking about crises: financial, political, social, ethical, climactic, environmental, etc. In fact, it is none of these. In reality, it is an evolutionary crisis. Instead of fighting this process, reverting to outdated practices, holding on to useless assets, or waiting for a promised savior, why not make a 180-degree turn in the other direction? Let's stop repeating our obsolete ways, which can only bring more suffering. It is time to dream about the next step, the new eidesic species, and modify our actions to facilitate its imminent birth. Our destiny is in our own hands. If we choose to, we can create paradise on earth. Infinite love.